Hello artists! Today we are going to be working on drawing proportions of the body. This is because we are going to be doing some super fun self-portraits next week, and so I'm going to show you the basics of how to draw a proportional body. So what you see here kind of looks like a fancy stick figure, but I'm going to show you how to break it down with the shapes and the lines. So some important things to note is that some things kind of line up. The shoulders line up together, the elbows line up with the waist, the wrists line up with the hips, and the hands kind of come about halfway down the thighs. And my legs are a little longer in this one, but the legs are about half the size of the whole body. So those are some important tips for drawing out proportions. So let's practice. I have my clean sheet of paper right here. And so I'll show you what I do. So what I start out with is I start out by drawing a T, just like that. And where this T is it lines up, it's actually going to be our shoulders and part of our spine. So then what I like to do, draw our little shoulder blades there, and I do our rib cage like that. Here is our waist. There are our hips, kind of like an upside down trapezoid. And what lines up with the waist? The elbows. What lines up with the hips? The wrists. And so here we have our hip bones, and then we are going to connect our shoulders to the elbows, our elbows to the wrists, and then we're going to do our hands just like that. And then we are going to do our thighs, our kneecaps, our shins, our feet, and who can forget about the upside down egg we call a head. So that is how I make a proportional body. What I want you guys to do for an assignment is for you to practice this 2 times. So I want to see you draw this 2 separate times to kind of repeat the steps and kind of get it in your muscle memory. And if you're feeling fancy, you can try doing it in a pose. Maybe a hand is on the hip, or maybe a leg is sticking out. But I want you guys to practice these proportional fancy stick figures 2 times. All right? Happy drawing!